Hi, I'm Ray Cavill. I'm an artist based on the Gold Coast. I'm preparing some works for Swell at Brisbane this year. These works are part of that, and will go to fit together to make a large sort of tower that we're going to fire on the beach. I mainly work with clay. I find it a really engaging material. It doesn't really have its own form, so you can pretty much make anything from it. I like to make from very small pieces to some of these pieces will be some of the largest I've made. I really enjoy, I guess, working with the clay in that it responds to the energy that you've got. I find that if I'm in an upset or a bad mood, then that sort of comes through on the clay. If I'm feeling centered and calm, then the work's a lot calmer. So there's sort of a real relationship, I guess, with the work. Having grown up in Brisbane, but becoming a surfer, we were constantly catching buses and driving down the coast. And two of the views that used to sort of stuck with me through that time has been sitting in the water and looking back at Surfers Paradise and just seeing the high rises just emerge from the sand dunes. And there's another view as you come over the hill at Nathan. You sort of come up, crest the hill, and there's this Brisbane city sort of grows up out of the landscape. So it always was interesting to me that they're sort of man-made, but they sort of have this organic growth, and the way cities grow around a central. Sort of they have that organic sort of movement. So this piece is about is that same sort of thing. It's a little bit about building. It's a bit about landscape. It's about organic and our environment and that sorts of things. So at Swell, I'll be sort of digging a bit of a hole and probably have a base plate under that to support this, because sand is sort of a little bit unreliable as well as sort of a solid surface. I'll build a brick firebox where we'll be firing the work. Then these pieces will be stacked on top, and there will obviously be holes coming in from the firebox up through the work, and then this whole piece will be wrapped in ceramic fibre, which is like a high temperature blanket that goes around the piece. We'll then start to fire the work, and the plan is that we get to on first Saturday night at Swell, this whole piece and all the fibre will be glowing at sunset, so it is sort of this glowing tower. And the flame will then obviously be coming all the way up through these flues and up to the top to sort of change the whole thing. So the thing will get a little bit hotter. I'm about to put some slip on these pieces, and so that'll change the colour. And there might be some, if we use a little bit of special wood, we might get some sort of flashing and a bit of colour from the wood. So the idea is that when the work's initially installed on the beach, it'll be sort of made and half done, but after the firing process, the patination and the colour will be different, and it'll be sort of more complete. And also probably the big thing with this is most of my pieces before have been fired in a kiln and then presented, and this piece is going to be essentially fired as part of the festival. So it's a little bit performance and a little bit sort of sculpture. So that should be fairly sort of, it'll be interesting. It's obviously been done before. I haven't done it on such a large scale. So it'll be fairly exciting, and it'll be a big relief when it's all sorted.